Hello everyone, and welcome to Andrew Broussard Watercolors. I decided to add a new art medium to the YouTube channel. It's photography and alternative printing processes. So in high school and college, I had done some darkroom photography. I'd taken some classes on that. We did 35mm film processing, and we did the contact printing and the enlarging, and it was a lot of fun. Recently, I started playing around with cyanotype, which is an alternative printing process, and then from there it led into me looking into cameras and film again. So in addition to watercolor, oils, pen and ink, gouache, all this other fun stuff, we're going to add the alternative printing processes and photography to the channel. So I hope you enjoy that. I hope it doesn't annoy you all getting topics that you don't really relate to, since we started with watercolor. But I hope it encourages you to experiment and to look into these things and see what's possible out there. That being said, I would love for you to like and subscribe. And if you want to consider supporting this channel, check out that link below. So in front of me, I have a Brownie box camera. This is the 616, the Brownie Junior. And I got it off of eBay for, I would say I got this camera for maybe $4. Shipping was more than the camera itself. Now the thing is with these old cameras is that a lot of the times they don't make the film anymore. A 616 they stopped making tens of years ago. So they have these companies that came out with ways to adapt 120 film, like another medium format film, to fit inside these old cameras. So I figured I'd show a video on it. I haven't opened it up yet. And what it is, if you slide out of it, so it's CamerHack is the brand. Just gonna tear that open. It has 4 pieces that will go on the end of a spool, and that'll help the 120 spool fit inside the 616. So to open this old Brownie and put it back into use again after, I think they were made like this model 70, 90 years ago, a long time ago. We open it up, we'll see that we cannot fit our spool in there. So we need to put our adapters. These adapters were $20 plus shipping, so they were a little bit on the pricey side, but they have some stainless steel in there, and that was the selling point for me, so that it didn't chew up just plastic. Some of these old cameras, I think, are pretty tight. So we've put in the adapters. The one that's different is the one that will meet up with the inside of the key right there. So let me put this fella in. Okay. Make sure everything's looking good. Then I have some 120 film. This is the Fomapan. I've been just buying cheap film to use. I think this is about like $5 on B&H. And popping that open. I know that I should do this kind of off camera in a darker area, but hopefully it won't affect it that much. I'll pop this in both sides, and that will allow it to fit. And we put that guy in, clicks into place. Stretch around the back and put it in here. Now, I hadn't figured out how to turn this while they're in place, because you can't really grip this one. It's not open on both sides. So I think what might work is to literally just take it out, put it in, and wrap it a little bit. Pull out that slack, and that should get us started. In high school, we would put a little bit of masking tape on the 35mm film to get it started. I don't know if that's like a thing that's done often, so I'm going to do that here. Or if some of this tape is supposed to be able to use to get it started, or even this little bit of fold out. I'll just put that in there, and I will tape it. If anybody has a better method, let me know. I just want to make sure it sits good between that. All right, pop that in. We should be good to go. Let me pause this for a second. All right, now that it's in place, I'm making sure this key will line up. Let's see if we can get it fed. All right, so to put it back on, this has to be pulled out. I'm just going to visually inspect and turn it to where it would sit in there. Make sure my other side is good too. Let's try it out. Wish me luck. And we have to pull out the top on this one, that little button knob. That should sit in place. Press that down. Let's see if this starts turning. It is not catching. So let me see what I did wrong. Pop that up, pop that out. And I'm being very ginger with it because I don't want to strip this metal piece. I don't think it should strip it. Maybe just not lined up good. Might not be sitting tight. Now, if there's something I'm doing wrong, if you're familiar with this product, you might be shouting it at me right now through the through your phone or your computer, whatever you're using to watch this. Type in the comments below. All right, so make sure it's nice and tight. Pop in place. And that guy there. It's almost as if the film itself is making it not sit in place. Okay, lower it. See if we can connect. All right. Okay, there we go. So now, the cool thing about this is, and one of the reasons I got this is, first of all, to put this old camera to use, and also the camera itself. I believe the ratio would be a 1:2 ratio, so it's kind of like a wide format. I'm not really sure what the phrasing would be, but if you move it along and you start on number 3, you then go by 1.5. I'm not going to advance it any further. I'll explain what I mean by that. It'd be 3, 5.5.5, 8, 10.5, 13, and I think you get 15.5. So what it does is you can get photos that will be 2.25 by 4.25, which is it's pretty cool. So I will play around with this. I'll come back through Movie Magic after taking some photos, and we'll talk about it, and we'll talk about how this adapter went. All right, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to you all soon.